fear drives like media narratives, and it's like everybody's polarised and extreme and fucking it's just constant, and I guess like coming down here and making films and stuff like that, like it's a reaction to it, do you know what I mean? It's art and it's just it's a reaction to it. We're all hurting and we've all been through stuff, do you know what I mean? So the perspectives that we're coming through are underrepresented by government, underrepresented by media, so like it's up to us to empower ourselves. So what I'm going to do is have you see the CCTV bit, right?
The newspapers talk shit all the time. Everything that gets posted, it gets changed, and other stories don't add up to what actually happens, you know what I mean? This is all real life, you'll see, you know what I mean? This is what happens on a day-to-day basis at the end of the day, and it's how we live our life.
Hey Christy, we're going to get you doing it for here again.
Sexy jammy, Sandy.
It's so much easier just containing it all down here, where you've got one shop there, another shop there, and you just know every cunt. It's like, Pilton's alright, for the camera, Pilton's alright, but Muirhouse is different.
There's a lot of good things that happen in this community, but the community are doing it themselves. No funding, all donations, so helping Gary, it brings all different walks of life together that are in a common goal, change. I'm doing it just because it's what's working for me, for my recovery. And it's helping a lot. I'll pass this on to people, listen, give it a try. Change is the most difficult thing, and the most difficult thing is stepping out of bed in the morning. That's your first hurdle. And then life, it's a serious challenge for myself because of the background that I've come from. If I can make one wee guy choose not to go down that life that I've done, I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy.
The process of supply and demand is probably more and just as interesting as the final product. It's I guess not just filmmaking, but like art has a great way including people and letting them feel like they have a voice where other mediums and other platforms let them down. So like for me, supply and demand is probably a reaction to loads of people sitting about with no real opportunities in front of them in terms of COVID and lockdown and what that means. So I've took a bunch of non-actors and tried to work with them basically to become screen actors. And you use emotional recall with some of the guys, but also I guess trying to find the storytellers as well, where I can sit and write, but including some of the guys in the writing process and including some of them into bringing their social issues into the bigger screen as well makes it really interesting, you know. I guess the guys feel part of a community, the way we put it together, you know, and I also think that they feel like they have a voice for issues, whether it be stuff on race, whether it be stuff on social status, whether it be on drug culture, you know, whether it be all that sort of stuff. So I guess the guys feel like they're contributing and also getting paid back in the way that I'll direct them.
So I'd heard obviously that was an ex-addict and that was used on the crew of Trainspotting 2, and I was in rehab when I seen Trainspotting 2. And then in my recovery I started going out and kind of documenting Scottish hip hop, and I met Gary and Sketchy, and then for there a kind of working relationships kind of developed. No, I like what he does. He's in recovery and he's out there doing stuff. And I just come along and help him out, try to show what's happening in schemes and try and changing things and people's attitudes. And it's people from outside the schemes that come in with, not to diss anybody, but that have been to uni, they come in with degrees and they think they know what's needed in the schemes. And it's no engaging, they don't kind of work with the people, whereas Gary's fae here, Gary knows them, he knows the pressures they face, he knows what they're looking for, he knows how to engage them, and that's the difference.
Nothing's open like that, so you're just walking about the streets doing the same thing over and over again. As soon as you get put under that category, like youth, you just get forgot about. Usually about 12, 13. Those ages, like early teenagers, I'd say that's when most like youths and stuff start mucking about. Like the people that like misbehave and that, they just get put to the side. Like governments, police and that, they couldn't care about them. All they want's them behind bars, and then away from the public and stuff. Well, somebody who's had a private education and that, all they do is look up to them.
Yeah, a big bonfire, Pilton bonfire.
Cleaned all the back green up as well, so obviously they didn't moan all that mess there. And then that'll just get all burnt and it'll be alright.
all the shite for Pilton that the council will not take away. Something to do, there's nothing else to do in this place. Fuck all. You would think they would actually do something for us. It's been like this for about fucking 10, 12 years, maybe longer, but every cunt stuck together and all that. It was an actual community. Now the cunts, it's a shithole. We just didn't care about cunts. All they care about is the fucking money and fucking new houses and shit.
Thinking back to me and tell me, did you cry? Thinking back to me and Chesney taking high speeds, 120s on the bypass and 50s on the side street. Remember what he said when the speedies got behind he we died taking change before they caught us in the shite heap. Old school, black box, 7 like an Enbridge. Away for 30 hours doing tons of fading deck ends. Street cunts way before we knew what street cred meant. High school attendance below 23%. And primary school was the same, mummy stuck on gear. And dad was lying down in jail for a couple years. Parents did my work, I picked her up just so my mum appeared. Head teacher told her, get him here, we'll get him up a year. In the school with the majority's middle class and white. She said it's great but P6 and 2 class divide. 60 odd pupils and no one's work was advanced as mine. But what's mad, I wasn't even there like half the time. But hate school.